Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York. Serving the entire New York, New Jersey, Connecticut tri-state area with everything you need to make sure your home looks great, works well, and is protected in case we have adverse weather. And right now, we don't have adverse weather. We've got great weather. 631-756-1125 is the telephone number for the best prices in town. OmniTrueValue.com is the website, and I say that with a smile about not having adverse weather because of the kind of weather we've had over the last 5 days. Well, guess what? It is just absolutely beautiful from Maine, actually from New Brunswick on the Canada side, all the way down the East Coast to Florida. It's blue skies, sunshine. Our storm system has moved far enough away to the east so that we're out of cloud cover. I was hoping to show you a northeast satellite loop, but apparently it's not cooperating. Oh, there it is. So there you see, as we look from Virginia up into New England, a patch of cloud here, a patch of cloud there. There's still some leftover clouds in southeastern New England. As the low pulls away further to the east today, we're going to see that cloud line shift to the east. And then to the west, we have the next cold front. Then you see the clouds from that moving into western New York, western PA, and Ohio. But we've got some time to buy, so I think we're going to be in good shape for a while. And you can see on the loop the clouds thinning out over southeastern New England and the clouds moving in from the west across Ohio and into western PA. The radar as of 11:30 Eastern Time is pretty much nice and quiet, and we like that. There are some showers starting to pop up, at least aloft in eastern Ohio. Some showers that are actually reaching the ground, and a few heavier downpours up in northern Michigan and southern Wisconsin. Might even be a rumble or two of thunder with that. But in the northeast, down through the mid-Atlantic states, all the way down to Florida, and all the way west across the Gulf states, it's just fine and dandy. The only risk area for anything heavy today will be later today in the southwest, where we've been seeing scattered heavy rains and downpours for the last couple of days. As far as rainfall is concerned over the next 7 days, now this is what it looks like today. Really not a whole lot. The areas that are getting rain around the country are generally under a quarter of an inch, and in most cases really under a tenth of an inch. Tomorrow, it's even drier with the exceptions that you see in parts of New Mexico and northwest Texas, and also some light precip in upstate New York and in northern New England. This cold front's not going to have much with it. Saturday, look at that. Just about everywhere except the southwest enjoying rain-free weather. Most of the country on Sunday, rain-free weather. Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday. Now, next Wednesday, we've got another cold front that'll be approaching at the end of next week, so you start to see the moisture gathering steam there. So, as we take a look at the upper air really quick, we've been dealing with this stalled upper air storm and the surface storm that have been sitting in the east. This is our map from late last night when everything was starting to move again. And here comes the trough into the eastern part of the United States to bring a cold front through here on Friday, and then another arm will swing through on Saturday morning. The only thing I would just say, at least as far as the weekend is concerned, is that with the upper trough coming through Saturday morning, there might be some patchy clouds around. There even might be an isolated brief shower. But overall, I think we're going to be pretty much rain-free for the vast majority of folks in eastern Pennsylvania to southern New England down into northern Virginia, pretty much through much of next week. So we're getting back those 5 miserable days in a row that most folks had. The other thing I just want to point out is that we have a very persistent and rather chilly northwest flow in the upper layers of the atmosphere in the eastern part of the United States. And while one trough pulls out, another one drops right in. And this is the one for next weekend, even stronger than the one that's coming in for this weekend. So we may see temperatures moderate for part of next week, but after that, we're going to be back to below normal temperatures here with these deep troughs, one after another, coming into the eastern part of the U.S. This autumn is really the first time in a long, long time, I would say many years, where we've not seen at least a partial extension of summer. It's really come in full force. We had one of the coldest weather periods in the last days of September, first days of October in parts of the Northeast and Northern Mid-Atlantic states. In some cases, it was the eighth coldest on record. So what that means in the longer term is going to depend on whether this coolish pattern holds. But here's our front. So today we're back up into the low 70s. Hooray, hooray. We'll do that again tomorrow. Let's say 70 to 75. Front comes through with little fanfare. Then Saturday, we won't get out of the 50s. And you can see how the GFS has got that little band of showers there early Saturday morning. And that's with the upper trough. Again, most of you won't see anything out of that. And Saturday looks like an okay day. Let's call it no worse than partly sunny. Temperatures not getting out of the 50s. Sunday, we'll probably get back up to about 60 or 65. And then as we move into next week, we'll probably see temperatures just kind of hang around toward normal for much of the week until this next cold front gets ready to pass on through late in the week with the chance for some showers and thunderstorms and a very cool air mass that will follow that for the weekend of the 15th and 16th. So I've taken you out well beyond 5 days. Weather in 5, brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware, 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York. 631-756-1125 is the phone number, and the website is omnitruevalue.com. Just want to show you real quick as far as the tropics are concerned. We've been watching a broad area of low pressure sitting in the Eastern Caribbean. Part of this is interacting with the north coast of South America, which has inhibited development. But as it starts to move further to the west, especially once it gets into the open waters of the Central Caribbean, it is going to develop into a tropical storm, and ultimately it may develop into a hurricane. The Hurricane Center has started issuing advisories on potential tropical cyclone 13. And you see that they have a tropical storm by Friday, and then just moving straight west. We don't see this recurving up into the northwest Caribbean or getting into the Gulf of Mexico. And we will talk more about this, as well as everything that's going on in the short, medium, and long range tonight on the Joe and Joe Weather Show at 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time on my YouTube channel. So we'll see you then.